More fallout tonight over the Blue Ridge Rock Festival.
Many of you have addressed some concerns and asked who was in charge of canceling that event and why did they blame the weather if the skies were clear.
10 News reporter Sydney Jacksheimer is working for you to answer these questions in an exclusive interview with the president of Virginia International Raceway, the festival's venue.
VIR officials are working to address the rumors surrounding Blue Ridge Rock Festival. We spoke with them exclusively, and they say they helped in making the decision to cancel the rest of the festival, and they tell us they don't regret it. A decision not taken lightly.
Were you guys a part of that decision-making in canceling the remainder of the Rock Festival?
We were, and there was quite a few people, which I would call the emergency management group, that all collectively got together with the data we had at the time and data we had from prior experiences through the weekend to go ahead and make that decision. There was a lot of support in that room and a lot of people that have come out and said, we made the right call.
Blue Ridge Rock Festival took to social media saying the cancellation was due to weather, despite the clear skies on Saturday afternoon and Sunday. President and COO at VIR, Kerrigan Smith, says it was the aftermath of Thursday and Friday storms that caused the cancellation.
These people are in these remote areas. We're not going to be able to get ambulances to them. We're not going to be able to get trash trucks. We're not going to be able to get any kind of services to them.
Once the decision was made, staff with VIR, Blue Ridge Rock Fest, and others made every effort to safely evacuate people.
It was all about how can we help, let's get people going, and it was everybody, it wasn't just VIR.
Now the problem, rumors about different reasons behind the cancellation and death threats being made against Smith and others who work at VIR.
I understand they're angry and I understand they're mad. It's not going to help the situation, especially when people say, you know what, it's not worth doing festivals like this anymore because of how people act and what they're doing to those who work very hard to put these on for them.
As far as the future of the festival at VIR, Smith says the problems they ran into this year are fixable, but he fears the backlash may not be worth it. We continue to reach out to Blue Ridge Rock Fest organizer Jonathan Sly. We have not heard back. Reporting, I'm Sydney Jacksheimer, 10 News, working for you.
While it wasn't the cause of the shutdown, the Virginia Department of Health found numerous violations at the Blue Ridge Rock Festival, mostly due to sanitary conditions. WSLS insiders are also commenting about their experience online. Emily writes, quote, most disgusting event I've ever experienced. Overflowing porta potties, no water available, oversold tickets, and many people I know never even got in. Countless people fell out from the heat and no decent shelters to cool off in. While Williams says, quote, as a constant Rock Fest goer, I was extremely disappointed, disgusted, and depressed about the utter negligence and lack of care from the people who organized the event. Full refunds better be in place, end quote. We're going to continue to follow this story as it develops. Stay with us on air and online for updates, and go to our website and tell us your thoughts.